So, Cortes having narrowly escaped La Notte Christi, and very few of his men still alive. Estimates are around 800 Spanish soldiers still alive at this point, as well as 1,000 Tlaxcala warriors, who the Spanish had secured an alliance with through some combination of muscle and political tactics. They now started fleeing inland to Tlaxcala, during which Aztec skirmishers tested their resolve by harassing them as they attempted to retreat. The Aztec leadership opted to try and eliminate them as they withdrew. So, now after fighting their way through the Tenochtitlan causeways, resisting Aztecs' attacks on dry land, the Spanish forces, bloody and bruised, came upon the titular plain of Otumba. It was here the Spanish forces encountered the Aztec army, numbering 20,000, more than 10 times the number of their own force. They were hopelessly outnumbered. However, Cortes employed a number of strategies to try and overcome this disadvantage. One of his main strategies was the Castilian cavalry charge, which was incredibly successful as the Aztecs had never encountered mounted units being used as shock troopers and thus unprepared when the Castilians continued to charge. However, due to the sheer number of Aztecs, they were eventually able to overcome the Castilians. However, the Castilians were likely not killed, instead being dismounted and dragged away to live happily ever after in the Aztec kingdom. Either that, or they sacrificed them to the blood gods by cutting their hearts out and their heads off. However, this actually turned out to be a huge disadvantage to the Aztecs, who at this point regarded their Spanish opponents as preemptively defeated and were simply looking to gain glory through capturing warriors in the field of battle and then taking them to be sacrificed. The Aztecs also delayed their initial attack, thus not fully capitalizing on their full numerical advantage. After the Castilian cavalry charge had weakened the vanguard of the Aztec army, Cortes came up with a strategy to hit the Aztecs hard. He instructed his troops to primarily strike leaders in the Aztec army, which could be recognized as they wore different color armor. While his troops went for the neck, Cortes went for the head. Him, Gonzalo de Sandoval, Pedro de Alvarado, Cristobal Hirhulid, Juan de Salamanca, and Alonso de Villa charged straight for Matlalcinclatl. Cortes himself thrusting his spear at the Aztec leader, as the rest of them broke the ranks of the captains by his side. The man who took Matlalcinclatl's head was Juan de Salamanca, who then retrieved the Aztec battle standard and hand-delivered it to Cortes, blood stains and all. With the head of the snake severed, the body began to fall. The Aztec forces immediately began to diminish and were routed by Tlaxcalan forces and the remaining Castilian forces. This is a short breakdown of a long battle that really highlights the advantage, superior weaponry and superior tactics, and these in combination with Aztec hubris led to a decisive Spanish and Tlaxcala victory. After the battle, the coalition forces were able to retreat safely to Tlaxcala, there able to gain their full strength. Here they were reinforced, and this new army would later launch a counterattack deep in the Aztec territory. I will be covering the battles that ensued from this counterattack shortly on my channel. Until then, please enjoy this picture of one of the elite Aztec units, the Eagle Warrior.